Of a billion things that you find in nature, I'll bet you 10 shilling there's only one creature that you'll find dilly-dallying, spends its life shilly-shallying whenever there's a job to be done. And you imagine a robin redbreast waiting for a summer to build its nest. What a funny little bunny stops digging a burrow, says blow me, it'll wait till tomorrow. No, it's impossible unless that creature is a man. Don't borrow from tomorrow if today's not spent. Don't say one of these days, my friend. One of these days the world will end, so you gotta get on with it now. Or when? Now.
Citizens, we work and we street for a small sum of money, sit your bum on a seat. For we are your hosts and we'd like to tell you a cracking good tale which is false and is true. A tale of two people you might like to know.
And if you give us a minute...
Here they stand now.
Action!
That were a nightmare.
Oh, maybe. But a real one. And all we did was cross the road.
Cross the road? More like crossing enemy lines. Oh, don't get me wrong, missus. I'm grateful. Didn't ask for help. But back there. Oh, and this air. Oh, you can chew it. Oh.
Well, back there, you wouldn't have got across without a guide.
Terrifying! Oh, never heard no like it before, except in battle.
It's quite normal these days, if you have a road to cross.
What days? What's when? When's now?
2017.
I'm dreaming. And where?
Oh, it could be anywhere. In England.
Oh, it's all gone quiet now, though. Where are we now?
In a theatre.
If this is a theatre, it's an empty one. Theatres are rowdy, rackety places, full of noise, cheers, music, laughter. Oh, and the smells. Perfume, powder, gin, tobacco. No, it don't smell like a theatre. And it's so quiet. It's more like a church. Oh, if this is a theatre, my name's not
Jack Metcalf. Yes, I know who you are. And this is a theatre that we're in.
And you? Who are you?
Well, they call me Mother Shipton. Or even...
Old Mother Shipton.
You sound friendly. Yeah, friendly. Just like my mother, God rest her. Oh, what do you look like? Do you mind?
Hey. Whatever they want me to look like. Do you know, it describes me in one book.
Oh, I love books. Oh, yeah, I wrote one myself.
Oh, you did? Oh. Yeah, well, any road. In one book, it described me as looking like a wicked old hag.
With a hook nose, and narrow eyes, and wrinkled skin, and a big wart on me cheek. The kind of face to frick folk by, especially at dead of night.
I like the broomstick.
Sounds like Mrs. Benson.
Who?
Never mind, you'll see. Yeah, witches and hags ne'er fright me, especially at dead of night. Oh, but that road back there, that fair rattled me. Oh, and how old might you be?
Well, as old as they want me to be. And you?
Oh, well, if 2017's right,
make me 300. Nay, I'm dead. Definite, dead and buried. Yeah, I'm showing me tombstone if you
well,
like.
I'm probably condemned to live forever. Oh, baby, but ageless.
I'm not sure I believe that, missus.
Oh,
Mother.
you don't have to, Jack.
Oh, but I have heard you, though.
Oh?
I have heard of you, and I remember you from when I ran away to London.
Oh, London. Hi. Hey, maybe these good folk would like to know how and why you got there.
Aye, maybe they would. If they're actually out there and not dreaming. Oh, I can't smell them. I can hear some of them, though. Here, perhaps we should tell them. It is quite the tale, though. Maybe they'll not believe us.
Well, they don't have to.
Aye, true. They will take it or leave it. Well, my tale starts with me as a 6-year-old lad. All freezing cold and boiling hot and in pain and sick as a pack of poison dogs. And then everything goes pitch dark.
It's 1723 and the small-pox is out on a murderous spree, raging through Knaresborough, snatching bairns off, leaving the parents in grief and in shock. A terrible fate. But if fate remains kind, it lets them survive. But it makes them live blind. Hey, come on, Jack. Let's have a seat.
Aye, missus. Let's.
There you go. Hey, it's your parents, Jack. At your cottage. And at that table as busy as ever.
Oh, and as for that, Jack.
They think us young'uns is all asleep. I'm not. I've sneaked out in dark.
I want to listen.
And that, Jack, he'll be the tear of he'll be the death of me, you'll tear away. We can never afford a tombstone, but he'll put me under, he will. And you don't help. You let him get away with.
Shh! Keep your voice down, lovey. You'll wet the bairns. Tear away maybe, but talk at town and all.
Talk at town. Oh, what's he done now? No, I don't want to know.
In the river.
Oh no, not again. Why on earth did you teach him to swim? Was he sent to get another body out?
I didn't really teach him to swim. He taught himself. Bit like a duckling. But no, not like gruesome this time. See, Mr. Barker, he lost them 2 bales of linen in the river yesterday in that storm, didn't he? Well, young Jack found them, got some hooks in them, and he's managed to haul them out. Barker gave him a shilling for it, and there it is. Proud of him. Swims like a fish, you know that.
Oh, I wish I didn't know. He's always in a scrape, it's a drama a day, and a devil of a job just to get him to bed at night. But he's there now, isn't he?
Hey, I do what I can, but we got no lock on window. He's off. He's in his element in dark. He's like a bat, or an otter, or an owl. Can belt him and brain when he gets back, but he's soon off again and back again. Lad's got courage, you can say that at least.
Your poor mother.
Shh, shh, shh. Courage. Don't you mean recklessness? Gone. Again. My nerves can't stand this forever. I mean, bad enough they were, watching Orm at death's door with that smallpox.
Hey, at least he survived. You know how many folk lost their little ones, don't you?
Aye, and at least I had the few pence to put him to school before it struck. He can read.
Do you know, I found him reading in the churchyard yesterday, fingering the tombstones and reading out the names. He might be there now with his mates.
Oh, tombstones. Oh, is that an omen? Anyway, I was saying, he learnt to read, write, and add up.
Not much use to him now reading, is it? He needs practical things, and swimming's part of it. Most lads round here can't, and none at lasses. He's learning getting around Knaresborough on foot or in water without fear. And he whistles, sings his way wherever he goes, all is cheerful, takes it all in his stride.
So now the fear is mine. And with your approval, he's off for hours and for miles, and he's climbing trees for birds' eggs in the spring and for apples and plums now it's autumn. Well, the others and you will give him a good hiding for being practical. He'll end up in a courthouse, or he'll just end up. In my word, the blood when he fell out of that tree. And he tried to hide it. Look, get out there and find him, will you?
But what's the point? He'll be back soon, you'll see. And I'll tell you another thing as well. The lad has a way with animals. The dogs adore him round here. And he's very good with the horses. He'll talk to them all day.
Don't frighten me even more. I know he needs a father's help, but teaching him to ride, I mean, that's about the daftest thing I have
He needs
ever...
as many skills as I can give him. And I'm telling you, blind or not, he has a way with animals. Brings something out in him. Occupies his mind. He's learning.
Well, you just listen to me. You're going to have to sell one of them horses.
In order to what?
In order to get him a proper living when he's a man. He's not going to cavalry, is he? Not going to be master of hounds, much as he loves the hunting, and much as you'd have him as some kind of horseback hero.
Look, I know quite well he'll never be a farmer's boy. And he can't work linen like you can. But he's already earning a penny or two just showing strangers the way. He knows every inch around here. All puddles, alleys, cobbles, all potholes in roads. His memory is amazing. And I bet he's back by now. Go on, go and have another look.
Back all right, pretending to be asleep. And where's he get these from? He's been out poaching with them good-for-noughts. Don't you see, you're raising a proper thief. That's what I prophesy, a right jackanapes.
Oh, he's just a lad, we all used to.
Oh, I can see it now. We'll all end up round corner in poorhouse. I can't get any more work at linen. I take all they offer. And you?
Oh, I'm only flat out, love, you know. Sundays off for church and 6 days parish road duty when I can fit that in, God help us.
Well, if it's practical you want, it has to be music. Whistling? Singing all day long, you said? Right, come on, father. Frame yourself. Get to market. Sell an horse. Buy him a fiddle and some music lessons. And put that shilling to good use.
Aye, maybe you're right.
Maybe you're right. I am right. Men.
I don't see that there's that much to laugh at here.
Yeah, I'm just remembering all scrapes we used to get up to at night. You don't need eyes in dark.
No.
Oh, equal are all of my mates after dark.
Yeah, but you must have been driving your poor parents crackers. Well, your mum at
Ain't
least.
that what childer do? Yeah, didn't you?
Oh, don't ask me. Answer it yourself. Everybody makes up my biography, especially you men. I mean, did you know that some folks think that my father was the devil himself?
You'll not have me believing that, missus. But that conversation led to them buying me a fiddle and setting me on road to life. Making some proper money and all.
Sweeping for a decade or so, Blind Jack's fiddle now plays a role in the fashion of the English
La-di-da, to see and be seen on a visit to Spa.
at Harrogate. Oh, sorry, Harrogate Tyne. The third Tyne in Yorkshire, where the H is pronounced.
Good Lord, my dear. Not sure that's what the doctor had in mind. Recommending Harrogate.
But isn't this jolly? Gosh, I'm having so much fun. And I'm feeling so much better for that. Now, they say the fiddler is new to the Royal Oak. He's certainly very young and very lively. Oh, have you seen those servant girls there? head over heels.
Yes, but the doctor recommended Harrogate for the waters.
Ah, awful, revolting. Call it water, or like poison. But one has to trust the doctor.
And as walking as part of the cure, like we did down in Cheltenham. Although, I don't think Trip in the Light Fantastic was prescribed.
But we're not obliged, dear, are we? And it's doing you good. Look at your cheeks.
Yes, well, I'm not so sure.
Oh, well, he cheers everyone up with that fiddle. He's even going to play for us at breakfast, not just at the ball. Come on, let's get back in with the dances again.
At breakfast? Good Lord, is that what they call hydrotherapy?
Colette! Metcalf!
Coming, Mother! Come in, Mrs. Benson.
This Jack's nimble, this Jack's smart, knows his skills inside and out. On a fiddle or horseback, Jack's the lad, he's got the knack.
Here, John B. Our Jack, he won the race! And he's not just a good horseman, you know. He buys the best horses.
Aye, and I reckon he's bought you too, Jem, hasn't he? Couldn't do it on his own. Couldn't do it without you, could he?
Hey, he plays fiddle on his own and he's better than you, me.
Well, maybe he'll buy us a drink with all that brass he's won.
Afternoon, Jem. And that'll be John Bake with you.
Aye, it is.
How you doing, Jack?
It's a very willing young man, is our Jack. Let me put that down for you.
Oh, thank you, Betsy.
And now what can I get for you?
Here you are, Jack. You must be thirsty. I saw you win that race on the stray this morning. Wonderful. More for yourselves, gentlemen.
Oh, aye. Get him some more. It's on me. Your good health and mine. Oh. And plenty more of that when I'm playing for dancing. It gets hot up in that gallery, and they've never had enough. They dance till the wigs fall off. I know, because a great cheer goes up.
We dance your tunes too in the kitchen when my mother's not around.
Anything else I can get for you, Jack? Gentlemen.
Not now, Betsy, love. Dolly's taken the order, and I reckon we're ready for a round of Doms, aren't we, fellas?
Very good, sir.
Here, Jack. You should have seen that Dolly at races, you know, on stray. She didn't half have the eyes on you. She's coming back.
Must have been a fix winning that race. I don't believe that. What'd you do? Poison other horses, tell riders to chuck it in or what? I don't believe for a second.
Sir?
Like you.
He won it fair and square. I were there. I saw it with the help of this gentleman.
Hey, come on, Jack. Let's show her.
Come on.
Right. Dolly, you beat me. Over there. Right, Jack, come here. Oh, yeah. Ready?
Did we win? Here, have a sugar.
Here, Jem.
Here's for doing us a favour, eh? And for collecting all them winnings from bets we made. Oh, Betsy. Dolly, rather. Sorry, love. Look after his wallet. Well, ask for it again.
Of course, Jack Lovey. Clever that, Mr. Bake. Our Jim stands at finish line and rings a big bell so Jack can stay on course.
Aye. We tried it out on bowling green, didn't we? With some success and all. Good for your arm muscles, eh, Jim? Good for your drinking arm. Hey. I smell fresh leather. Is it the saddler?
No, Jack. It's Anthony Dickinson. You know, shoemaker's lad.
Hey, up and over. Join us for a round of Doms, eh?
No, thanks. I've brought some shoes. My father's made them for Mrs. Benson.
Well, don't just stand there. Go on through. My mother's in the kitchen. You'll find her there. Shall I get you a tankard to join the men?
No, thanks.
Of course, just go on through. Dolly, I'll come with you then. cheating, Mr. Bake. Not at all. Come in, Mother.
Hey, Jem. That Dolly's voice. Oh, I'm fairly shut on it. It's music to my ears. It rings like your bell.
Definitely that Dolly's got an eye for you, I think. Yeah, she's like all those serving wenches, you know, for the tea dancers in long room, falling all over each other. They sulk when they have to come and serve us peasants down here. Hey, Mrs. Benson, she caught 2 of them in the corridor. She didn't half give them a dressing down.
Hey, it's not really me. It's the music what draws them on. It's like this spa nonsense here in Harrogate. That water, it tastes worse than a billy goat. It's absolutely sulphurous. But doctor says some gentry drinks it and they get purged. But if they feel better, it's the music what's done it, not the stinking water. Hey, shit! Come on, lads, pay up and no cheating.
Double 5.
4. You lucky blighter. But you won't always be this lucky.
Hey, Jumpy. Hey, come clean. That's not what you said. It's 11 picks. Jack, he's cheating.
Hey, well, what are you going to do about it? Fancy a wrestling match over it, do you? Questioning my character, young Jem.
Hey, 11 pips, 5 pips, whatever. Just don't go threatening my bell ringer.
Right.
Oh, what are you going to do about it? Fancy a wrestling match as well, do you?
Yeah. Hey, get off my arm.
Won't do much fiddling with that arm when I'm done with you.
Party's happening in my hostelry. What do you think you're doing? John Bake, get your rough self out of here now. Go on and I'll have that. Thank you. We'll pay for your share. And you, Jack Metcalf, you get yourself up them stairs to your room and tidy up and sober up. I need you for playing guests this evening. Hey, and don't you think you've got a permanent position in my house, you young
Mrs.
ruffian.
Benson, it was just provoking.
Well, that's enough provoking at me for one day. Now come on, frame your sentence, all of you. I have word with Mr. Dickinson here.
Hello, Jack.
I don't need no help. Thank you. I know my way.
Dolly, Betsy, you get back to that kitchen. Go on. Stop northern. Dolly, you stay here with me. Go on. Now.
Jack's in deep water, but I know he can swim. There's 2 lovely ladies going crackers for him, and I know there'll be others that wouldn't mind his hand. But landlady Benson, she's got other plans.
Now, Dolly, Anthony, I just thought it'd be nice if you 2 got to know each other a little better. My Dolly, to make a perfect housewife, has been very well trained. And Anthony here comes from a solid background with a good future in trade. I mean, you saw those beautiful shoes. So, I just thought I'd leave you for a little while. Betsy! Just a few minutes. Betsy!
Well, I think
Yes, I think it must be.
I do hope you can call
I
on
wouldn't
you
want you
again.
wasting your time.
I wouldn't be doing that.
Listen, Anthony, I have to tell you, you're a nice, upstanding young fella, but my feelings, my heart are for someone else.
And dare I ask?
No, you dare not. It's my business, not yours.
Well, I'll say goodbye then. For now, I will be back. I promise. Oh, Mrs. Metcalf. Sorry. Oh dear.
Well, has it? Oh, has he gone already? Oh, Mrs. Metcalf. And what can we do for you this evening?
Well, if you don't mind, I've brought our Jack a shirt I've mended. You know he wears the cuffs out so quick.
I'll take that. Thank you very much. You, get back to that kitchen and shuffle that Betsy along. She's dawdling again.
Can't I take it to myself?
Look, I need a word with you. Now, your son, if he's doing right by his employer, he'll be up there getting ready to play for a guest this evening.
Yes, and that's why
And he brings you home good money from Royal Oak, doesn't he?
Yes, Mrs. Benson, we're very grateful.
Aye, well, fine fiddler though he may be, I think he's treading on too many fine lines for my liking. I had to break up a scuffle right here, right now, and send him packing. And worse, much, much worse. I think he's trying to turn my daughter's head.
Well, scuffling, oh, I can imagine he had good cause. And as for your daughter, well, if that's the case, she might just be making a sound choice.
A sound choice?
Oh, indeed, very sound. Not only is he doing well here at the Oak, we have callers from the country. Gentlemen like Captain Thornton inviting him to play in the winter when the season's over. And he's fit and healthy, apart from his sight.
Well, highs or no highs, I have ambitions for my daughter. And do you think I want a fiddler for a son-in-law? Moreover, one that's known as a poacher, a gambler, a cockfighter, and a horse trader. And, so it is rumoured, a smuggler. I mean, let me ask you, Mrs. Metcalf, how much tea do you have in your larder? Because there's a lot of it around in Harrogate at the moment, and most of it's contraband.
Oh, don't you paint my Jack as a rogue. Maybe a bit of a tearaway, but at his age.
Oh.
And who, might I ask, in this town, do you have in mind for your daughter?
Well, he was leaving just as you came in.
Young Dickinson from Kirby Overblow.
Oh, very polite young man. No gambler, no drunkard. And he comes from a good background with a good trade.
Implying that we are not good enough for you?
Well,
I know we're only a labouring family, but...
Yes, well, would you want a fiddler for a daughter-in-law, huh?
A fine musician, don't you mean, and a good young man.
Begging your pardon, ladies. I just called at the Metcalf's cottage, and there was nobody at home. So I came here in the hope of finding a young Jack.
I'm here, Jack!
Sorry, Mrs. Benson, my mother said she'd bring me shirts.
And she has, Jack, and just over here.
Yes, over here, Jack. I'm here, and here it is. Now listen, you are the visitor, so best get this shirt on quick.
First, Betsy! We have a customer!
Don't bother about the shirt, young Jack. I am Colonel Little. I have heard many people speak of your musical prowess. I know you have played for Captain Thornton and Squire Blackett over at Middlethorpe and Squire Barlow at Newby Hall. I need a musician to entertain my guests at winter and especially at Christmas. And so I find your mother and your current employer both here. So we may kill two birds. Oh, begging your pardon, ladies. We may ask their approval for you to give it a couple of weeks' trial after the season in Harrogate is over.
Colonel, sir, I'd be delighted.
And so would I.
I'd be relieved. So long as we can have him back for next season.
Looks like that's agreed then. Get yourself sorted, young Jack, and come and take a glass of negus with me to seal the agreement.
Mother? Mrs. Benson? Back in a tip.
Jack can spend winter playing foot and knobs for his warm board and lodging and quite a few bob, to return in the springtime to his old stomping ground, the Royal Oak Harrogate, where admirers abound. Come on, lads, let's have a lark. We're off to races in York. Come on! Hey, John, Jack. Do you think the man's back in?
I'll tell you what, she won't refuse me once she sees the colour of my money. I tell you what, Jack, those tips, they turned up trumps. Shop! Service!
Jack! What will it be, gentlemen? What will it be?
A large jug of your finest Stingo, ladies. And something shorter and stronger and all. We're back from York races.
With plenty of brass in our pocket! And it's all to do with this lad, Jack. He's worth hanging around with, Jack. He's got knowledge. You know, up here. Yeah. He brings it back from his winter lodgings, don't you, Jack? Anyway, come on, let's have some ale.
And something shorter and stronger.
I'll give you something shorter and stronger. You good for now? I need Jack in good condition to play tonight.
I'm in fine condition, Mrs. Benson.
Jack Metcalf, you get yourself up to your room and sober up.
Sorry, fellas. Duty calls.
That's it. Take this fiddler to his room. And Dolly, you get these 2 toss-pops, some mint tea. No stingo for them this evening. And make sure, when they've done it and they've paid, you see them on the way.
Mint tea?
I think we'd prefer some of that Indian tea, Mrs. Benson, ma'am. And we know where we got some of that with Jack, don't we?
Indian tea will be, gents, in just a moment.
Oh, and some of that game pie. We are starving here.
We know where we're getting some of that game pie as well, don't we?
I heard that, John Blake. This is a respectable house, as you will see later, when the dancers come to frolic in the long room. Or, rather, you won't see, because I want you 2 out of here before they arrive. Oh. Game pie, gentlemen.
Game pie, eh? Where was it we were out with Jack that one night?
It was about a week ago. Hey, that game should be well on by now.
Right, yeah.
Jack.
Fellas. Gotta be off.
Why? Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Why?
That Betsy. She's having a child. She says it's me.
Jack, don't wed her.
I'm not Betsy, I'm off. To lie low. Here, Jem, quick. Get me 2 horses. Come with me to Scarborough.
Scarborough?
My mother's sister lives there. She'll get us a ship to London.
Jack, I love you.
don't know. Yeah. I will come back. I won't let you down.
Game time. Hey, where's your gambling, mate?
Gone. With Jack.
Where is my fiddler?
So, that's how you got to London.
Hang on. Who's that talking?
It's me, Mother Shipton.
But your voice has changed.
Oh, not just the voice, Jack. I change a lot. I can't help it. I'm the plaything of authors, directors and such. People's imaginations. Force of circumstance.
Aye. Well, that's how I set out to London. By ship. Force of circumstance.
I think force of fear might be more appropriate, or desertion of duty. Took to ship. More like jumping ship, I'd say.
Well, it was a ship that got me to London. My aunt found me one, bound here from Whitby.
Oh, lucky you. No one's ever offered me the privilege. I've been seen on horseback, in a coach, in a cave, even on a broomstick. But never, legend has it, on a ship.
Well, good for you. I were no Captain Cook sitting out from Whitby. Ugh, I was sick as a cat with eating rats.
Cats, rats, London, sounds familiar.
You knew it well.
London knew me well enough as a creature of fiction, not fact. People need their tall tales, don't they? Villains, heroes, witches, and predictions. I'm supposed to have foretold the fire of London and heaven knows what else. Even the end of the world.
And did you?
Well, listen. Here are two predictions. I predict that in a few moments, some of these good people will be quenching their thirsts. And some will be relieving themselves. Oh, and there'll be a queue for the ladies. So that makes 3.
But more importantly, do you reckon that they'll follow me to London? Do you reckon they'll come back?
I predict they might.
Welcome, good citizens who've come back again. If the next seat is empty, some bum has gone home. Leaving Blind Jack in a pretty old pickle, landing in London with now but a fiddle. The rolling of sea was a torture for him. It's the same in the capital, you sink or you swim. London smelled new with its chocolate and coffee.
And other smells too, but not so exotic.
Thank you, good sir. Smells grand.
Yes, well, it's our best eel pie in the country, I think, and we also do a good Yorkshire stinger.
Oh, I'll let you know if it's not up to scratch, eh? It'll do. No need to make a song and dance about it.
Very good health then, sir.
Mind if I sit next to you, my dearie? Loved your music outside the theatre.
Aye, folks do. Got 'em all dancing, didn't it?
All dancing, all around Covent Garden. Me included.
What's up, Lily? some more dancing, doesn't it? But I find that some people tend to throw apples in as well as money, eh?
But you should be inside playing in that beggar's opera. That's my opinion.
I have seen it.
Seen it, darling?
All right, I've been inside it. Heard it, if you like.
You mean you sneaked an earful through a doorway?
Not at all. I put my bum on a seat, and they were impressed.
You must have impressed someone in getting there, young Johnny my lad.
Jack.
Well, Jack lover, you've seen, sorry love, you've heard all those carriages rolling up, all those knobs arriving in their finery.
That's why I play there. It's my pitch. I've tried other places, London Bridge, St Paul's, Fleet Street.
Would avoid Fleet Street if I were you. More rogues than cobbles in the road.
Aye. And young ladies, the kind of which, well, sound a bit like you. I did all right outside Mrs Salmon's waxworks in Fleet Street.
Oh yes, that's a beehive. Attracts everyone. It's where old Mother Shipton kicks the visitors out.
Old Mother Skipton?
Shipton? You not heard of Mother Shipton? Everyone does round here. Ain't she from up your way? She's everywhere round here. She's with Mr Garrick at his theatre. Just round the corner in Drury Lane. And I've seen her in them fairground booths, smoking a pipe. And she's last waxwork in Miss Salmon's show. When the visitors get to the door, she gives her a right kick up the bum. Kicks them into the streetway all playing. Mother Shipton, she's best known lady in London. You've got a lady friend, have you? Nice little darling back up north.
I'm on the run from one of them. The one I'm fond of's called Dolly.
Call me Dolly if you like. Or Molly. Or Polly. How about Polly Peachum? You can dance with me. And where do you sleep round here? On the streets? I can give you bed, darling. For a small fee.
I play for my bed, Madam Molly, Polly. I don't pay for my bed. And I've had enough of women for a while anyway. And you get your hands off me money! Now get out of here! Or I'll break his arm!
Oh, heavens, Jack! What a welcome! Glad to see you all around.
Glad to see you too, Colonel. Waiter! Another tankard of Yorkshire Stingo. And a new tankard for my friend as well.
Jack, this is not quite the situation.
Just one, Colonel. To celebrate my safe return.
From where? From my point of view, vanished without a trace since I took you to the Beggar's Opera. Thought you'd met some kind of Metcalf.
I've just been up the Thames to Reading and back.
For weeks? On foot?
Mainly. You got health? And a boat ride or two, without being sick this time. Fiddle my way forward for bed and board. But you know yourself, what a safer. The roads are awful. More danger of breaking your neck, especially on horseback. I tell you what though, I come back through some right places. Windsor, Hampton Court, posh.
Well, I'm not hanging around this place.
Two fully Polly Peachums, eh?
And several Metcalfs, no doubt.
To be honest, Colonel, I'm not really hanging around London much longer. I can make a few bob, fiddle my way foreign for bed and board, but there's that many trying to fiddle me out of it. Teeming with rogues is London, and the stink. The smell that comes out of them windows is enough to make you sick.
Pick up your fiddle and come back to my London house. We set off again in 2 days' time. Bed and board for your music.
I can't refuse that.
We'll also be making a stop in Wetherby. That should suit you.
I don't know if you know, but...
I know all about it. At some point, you are going to have to face the music back in Harrogate.
Your coach, Colonel. How long will that take?
Usually 5, 6 days. Why?
Are you going for a bet, sir?
As ever, what do you have in mind?
I'll beat your coach on foot. Ha! Don't be ridiculous! On a daily basis. You know that Great North Road? It's more than a quagmire than a road. It hasn't been fixed since Romans opened it. You bump, you jump, you judder, you lurch. Your bum feels every pothole.
Nonetheless, day for day. All right then. You have yourself a deal, Jack.
Hey, as long as you mind me brass. I lost a purse keeper out up in Harrogate.
I'll keep your brass if I win the wager. No, straight and honest. You may stay with our coachman at our overnight stops. But if we are faster overall, you pay me for your lodgings. Now, pick up your fiddle and get out of here. Quick.
So, Mother S, that's how I got to know you. Or at least know about you.
Everyone seems to know everything about me, except me.
You've changed your voice again. Bit of a comedian, are you, Mother Shipton?
Chameleon, more like. This is a London voice, isn't it? Because London's my birthplace, or at least my main one. Mainly in books.
Aye, and London's where books were born. I used to get folk to read them to me. Robinson Crusoe, Gulliver's Travels, and other stuff too. All I can say were, no, you know, mucky stuff.
Such as? Come on, don't be coy with me.
Such as an English rogue. Yeah, you wouldn't know it.
Oh, yes, I would. Know it? It was all over London. What they call a bestseller these days. Written by Richard Head, a drunken, good-for-nothing gambler and waster of an Irishman. And it's him who, as good as anyone else, fathered me. He made a packet. Lost it all again, mind, with his Mother Shipton book. Many a decade before you were born.
In London?
Aye, well, before you found me. Smoking a pipe, playing opposite David Garrick's pantomime dame, and kicking people out of waxwork.
Busy lady.
Busy indeed. Born in a time of plague, civil war, great fire. As a prophetess, a soothsayer, predicting disaster and even the end of the world. Sorry to say, Jack, but I'm supposed to be a seer. There's money to be made in that. Floods, famine, general disorder. You're called Richard Head and his like. And that's not all, but on with your story. Walking back to Yorkshire.
Wading, more like. You're but faster every day than a coach and pair. Look. They're stuck in mud. I warned him. Can't say I didn't warn him.
There are on occasion horses in this play. You won't see them, but then again, neither will Jack.
Are we, in trouble, Colonel?
Deep trouble, Jack. Looks like we'll have to send for assistance again.
Well, it's 10 miles to Huntingdon, sir. I could send someone from back there. But look at your horses, sir. They're all in a fret, just like your good lady. Here, Colonel, you grab the reins, and me and your man will lift this on command. 3, 2, 1.
Well, call out your victory for today, Jack. Jump on the back of the coach.
No. I'm fine on Shanks's pony. You don't want any more weight on there, in case you run into another bog.
What about highwaymen?
Few madmen, perhaps. Highwomen are more interested in coach and pair than likes of me. That's why Colonel travels armed with a pistol. Staff's my only weapon. Fiddle's on coach.
Well, there may be other weapons in wait for you. Back in Yorkshire. Metcalf wins the bet again. But what awaits him on return? Liddell's coachman's hired a scout. Send Head to town. Finds out.
situation and tell him to make it. Go on. Ow! Rambolt!
Right, here.
Yeah, tell you.
I'll find you two.
Bet that girl's coachman's having us on. Yeah, I think he's coming this way. Where is he?
Hey, Jack!
Oh, God, he's there.
Hey, what's the lie of the land?
Well, coast is clear, Jack.
All this was a lucky blighter.
Betsy, Jack, she's gone off with the little.
Hey, said she could do fine without the likes of you. Said she could do fine without a man who's had more women down than jobs. She said...
She
what
said
did
she
say?
could manage without thee, Jack.
Right.
That's what she said.
And Dolly?
Well, that's where your luck runs out. She weds Dickinson on Saturday. Bands read out weeks ago.
What? What did she say?
Well, Jack, why don't you find out yourself? Oh, she knows you're here. I'm sure I can see her waving the candle.
Dolly? I think you're there.
Jack, it's you.
Dolly, do you still...
Am I? Am I well? You look well.
Well, I am. A lucky man.
And a plucky man too. But
Dolly? I'll come back. I'll come back for you. You're so... Dolly?
that's brassy, Jack Metcalf, coming from London.
From London we're not to be ashamed of. And with brass in my pocket.
Oh, you're a fine fiddler. You make folk dance to your tune.
And you used to want to dance.
Well, the answer is... yes, of course I do. But there's Anthony now, I'm promised, and there's Mother. Coming, Mother!
Dolly, why am I up?
What on earth? Am I seeing things?
You're seeing Jack Metcalf, Mrs. Benson. Back where he belongs.
Oh, he doesn't belong here. And nowhere near my daughter. She is getting married on Saturday, and you are not invited.
But Mrs. Benson...
there's nothing more to say. You've been replaced here at the Royal Oak, and you've got nothing to do with it, or any of its staff.
But Mrs. Benson, I have work offered at the Queen's Head and beyond. I just wanted to...
I just wanted to.
Well, I want never get. And I don't want. I demand that you get out of here immediately. Go on. And you, Dolly, you're coming with me. Now!
Dolly! Don't let him! Fellas! Fellas, I'm going to need some assistance from you. I can help you, Jack. Right. This is the plan. Jack, I think I can see her. All right. Right, are you ready? Give us a leg up. I'll give you the leg. Come on. Give us the other leg. Where's your hand? That's here. Oh, God, what's here? Oh, Jack. Come on.
Jack, where are you going? I'm down here.
Oh, I knew you would.
Listen, look, the horses are tethered, right? So you two can get off. Sharpish. Quick!
And so they eloped and were wed.
You've done that voice changing trick again. What sort of accent's that, any road?
Any accent you care to name, Jack. You can't pin me down. I'm elusive, slippery. Just listen. And so they eloped and were wed, and lived happily ever after. And we can all go home.
Married the very next day. They both lived happily? Yes. Not forever. In disgrace at first. Dolly's mother would have naught to do with us at first. Till we had a bairn. Then she suddenly came over to our side.
While I, meanwhile, continue to live for some reason in Knaresborough rather than London. Not happily, but it seems forever after. As long as people need this sort of woman, a sort of pop-up witch. But I think you're needed on stage now, aren't you? To be some kind of hero. While I pop back to my gloomy cave. They're all waiting for you in their big cave, and they've paid money to do it. Here's one thing they told me I was good at. Get out there! Jack's won his dolly. He's a family man. He's bright and resourceful. He does all he can to provide for his brood, put food on the table by buying and selling, plus playing the fiddle. He's acknowledged for a bargain. He's a man of strong purpose. Makes his money in season with a horse and trap service, taking guests to the spa and homewards at night, entertaining toffs with tales of exploit. But when the season's over, he's back on the road, leaving Dolly and the little ones home on their own.
Dolly, love.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, I can smell rabbit pie. Oh, it's my mother's.
Yes, she called in. So did mine. So, my love, what have you been up to make you so late? Parents don't settle well when they expect you back.
Oh, I've been busy. Recruiting.
Oh, what for? A big job?
Ah, you could say that. A very big job. In Scotland.
Not another long time away.
No one knows how long. It smells delicious.
Well, so long as it's worth your while, we'll stare and pine for you once again.
Dolly. Worth me while? It's me duty. Listen, I'll tell you straight. I've been recruiting for Captain Thornton's Yorkshire Blues. I've got dozens from Knaresborough and he's right proud. Bound for Scotland to teach bonny Prince Charlie's boys a lesson. We'll show them who's bonny.
Recruiting soldiers? Fighters?
Proud lads, Dolly. We'll see to it them marauding kilts never come down here again.
We'll see to it. You're not going with them.
It's me duty, Dolly. To town. To you and to little uns. I'm going to be regimental musician. With me fiddle to cheer 'em on and my oboe to lead 'em against them pipe squealers. Bonny Prince Charlie's boys have got as far south as Derby. Now they're being herded back to where they belong. That Charlie's no darling of mine.
Jack, this is one step too far. You're not reckless, you're mad, you must be. When?
We set off tomorrow for Boroughbridge to meet up with General Wade at main army.
I might never. God help us, Jack. I can't believe you would. Unbelievable! Can you tell me what happened to him? I'm terrified.
No, I cannot tell the future. I can, like anyone else, try to tell the facts. the truth. I can tell you what happened to Jack in Scotland in 1746. If you'll believe me, if you'll believe a blind man going to war. He wore the jacket and hat of the Yorkshire Blues and played his fiddle by the campfire as they headed north, marching first to Hexham and over the border. General Hawley ordered them to stand easy near Falkirk. It was the wrong command.
We'll take that. And your weapons.
Just my instruments, sir. Would you like some music?
You! Move! Walk in front of me. Don't try anything. Stop! Turn around. Forward. Stop!
Jack Metcalf, you are well known around here, aren't you? The blind horse dealer and fiddler from Yorkshire. Quite a character. What are you doing fighting for King George?
I'm not, sir. I was just minding my own business when his army turned up. A couple of the officers asked me to play a tune for them.
In uniform?
One of them gave me a hat and this coat. I've got no quarters, sir. I don't have to tell you how cold it gets in Scotland.
So what were you doing wearing them in the midst of battle?
I wasn't at the battle, sir. I was actually on my way to play for Bonnie Prince Charles and his men when... well, I don't know. Anyway, just point me in the direction and set me on the road to Yorkshire, eh?
Not at the battle. And we could still hear you play. You play too well.
A man's got to make a living, sir.
Very canny of you. Give him the bag, comrade. Let the madman go free. He can't harm anyone.
God bless you, sirs. Now, just point me towards Harrogate and I've got enough trouble avoiding all them George's devils, eh?
Right. The border's that way. Be off with you! And if we see you in Scotland again, there'll be hell to pay.
Bye, Jem. That was a long march today. But that young Duke's given us extra rations and I'll tell you what else. Plenty of... Wait for this, Jem. You ready? Plenty of brandy.
I'll tell you, Jack, I'm less fearful now that Sweet William's in charge.
Aye.
Better than that holy fella. Oh.
This Cumberland chap is framing himself all right.
Hey, Jack, I can see you now. I remember you sitting on, no, standing, you were standing on that chair in Aberdeen at the Duke's ball. And the Duke was shouting out, "Play up, Thorntons!" Hey, Dolly will be pleased to hear that.
Aye, I reckon she might. And I reckon me and thee were only foot soldiers amongst all them officers and ladies.
Right.
Hey, we better fall in line and foot it further. Oh, at least we've got a decent road to put it on, eh?
Oh, and Red Court reinforcement, and plenty of Scots and all on our side.
Hey.
Aye. Well, Jack, we nearly, I'll tell you, if I hear the pipes play up, you know, the Scots, I think I'm going to fill my pants. I was terrified. We nearly lost it. Falkirk, it was chaos. I was absolutely petrified, Jack.
Don't fret, Jem. Just gather the lads together, stay close, and follow me over into battle. Oh, and keep your head.
Right, Flauntons, fall into line, wait for the command, bayonets to the right, when ordered. Oh dear, Jack, if I can stop my arm from shaking. Play up the order!
We all did.
Hey, who's helping here? Jack? Hey, Jack, are we alive? Am I dreaming? Or is this a nightmare? Hey, Jack. Jack, where's my musket? My musket! Oh, Jack. Oh, Jack. I've got blood on my hand. There's no wound.
I reckon there's blood in them streams after all that. Here, let's get Thornton's back together and thank us good fortune and get back sharpish.
Jack, that holy fella, he ordered to kill all the wounded.
Aye, I heard that. Listen, what them redcoats get up to now don't bear thinking about. We've done his job. Alright? Now, let's get Thornton's back together, eh?
Yeah, ready, Thorntons, to play up? And let's gather all the Knaresborough men together to hear my drum roll and your fiddle. Play up, Thorntons!
And so, I believe, marched hundreds of miles south, back to Yorkshire with his little platoon of Thornton's men.
He always does survive. It's in his nature. Oh, they're ringing the bells for victory.
I think I hear him coming now. I'll leave it to you.
I'm here, lass. It's me.
I knew you'd come back.
Here. There's plenty of this bag for you and little ones.
Never mind your pack, Jack. I've got something for you. Here you are. After 3 daughters. Your son.
At dying in London City, Sweet William, or in Scotland, Stanking Belly, is hailed as conquering hero. Charlie vanishes, and the losers see their country ravaged in such a vengeful and vindictive way that the consequences are still there today. But Thorntons were pillagers and looters. But Jack's up to his tricks again. Recruiter.
So, that'll be 24 labourers
24 men.
on £7 2 shilling.
£7 I'll take your word for it.
And then we'll have to add them figures to them for hardcore. You know, for cobbles and for gravel for heather and gorse. You know, my secret recipe.
Oh, clever clogs. Who'd have thought all of that gorse and heather off the moor? That makes
my roads bounce over bog, Dolly. They dance across moors on bundles of twigs. Do you know, my roads walk on water.
Not without paying for 'em, they don't. That'll cost your Lord Harewood. Ooh, £200 per mile for his turnpike. There's work coming in.
Yeah, and there'll be more work and all, Dolly, if I can find men.
Which means, I hope, no more risky ventures. No more you coming home stinking of fish.
You've got to learn from your mistakes, love. Besides, that were a good idea of mine. Bringing fish in from Whitby to West Riding. Nay, there's a future for it. For some person in right place at right time.
Well, I hope you have a family with no sense of smell. And I hope, even though it's done us well, you can retire from traipsing up to Scotland for Aberdeen stockings and Galloway ponies.
Yeah, and for, you know what?
Yes, I know what. Stuff that falls off the boats in Newcastle.
Good health.
Good health. But what about your fiddle? I haven't heard it in a while.
Well, I've not forgotten it, but right now, my staff is my bow, and ground beneath me is my fiddle. I can hear music coming up out of earth.
Talking of nice round figures, maybe you'll be getting a nice round figure yourself if you're sitting drinking and dictating so long.
Don't you worry about me, love. I've got to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning, delivering a side of beef over to Boroughbridge. Got to make sure them fellas is well fed.
So Jack goes in for road building, providing, well, for wife, 4 children. The experience gained in dales and hills, and what remained of Roman skills, and those a general wage up north made Metcalf family worth the bob or two, and business gained on both sides at Pennine chain. But such is life, and such is truth. The road is not entirely smooth.
Get out of here! We don't want you here! We can't afford it! Deal with this sort of thing!
Jack, come on! Let's get out of here! The chucking stone!
Jem, stand your ground. This might not be Culloden, but it's Battler Harewood Bridge, and it's them that's blind. No, stand your ground. They'll see we're right before we've done, and then on to the next contract.
Next contract? Where's next, Jack?
Harrogate Road, Chapeltown, Leeds.
Respect, respectability, rewarded Metcalf's ingenuity, and contracts took him with his treasure over into Lancashire and Cheshire, where your sat-navs won't announce that Metcalf built these highways once. But no prediction, just a fact you'll see. The lights go out quite naturally. Because every road of life has different bends, but all lead to a similar end. As with the process of narration, we have reached our destination.
Now then, lass.
Now then, lad, I'm about to let you down, I fear. After 39 years, what a journey.
Don't muddle through, and I'll catch up with you down the road.
You bet me.
Aye, I bet you. It's a certainty.
Can't imagine you passing away. I just can't.
Aye, but remember, death's had his eye on me since I was no but a little lad. He's looked at me sideways under water. And in that moment when you fall off your horse before you land, and in deafening, sickening noise of battle, he's always had his eye on me. He'll catch up with me and end.
Oh, now, my Jack. I reckon I'm about to fall off my horse. Any moment now. Bye, my darling.
Jack took time to follow his wife, 32 years to be precise. And in later life he was looked after by a daughter in Spofford, and he played cards and doms for fun most nights in White Horse pub. Aye, that's apposite. Sold the story of his life to sell to Harrogate Spa's delight. Aye, a businessman through and through. Let's call him in for interview.
Good health.
Aye, your good health and all, Jack. Hey, it's great not to have to talk in verse anymore. Freedom at last. Hey, so, Jack, are you a celebrity? Are you an idol? A right little Hercules? A horse whisperer? Or a celeb?
Celeb? What's one of them? No! All I've done is tell my life story as honestly as I can. Eh? And it were a rollicking good life.
Aye, selling it to tourists.
Aye, that's right, dictating it. Sold it to visitors in Harrogate.
Do you know, you've always got an eye on brass, haven't you?
Aye, never been one to let ground grow under my feet. But I can never forget. My mother bought me a fiddle, God rest her soul, and it stayed in my possession right till the end.
Hey, and you'll be right pleased to know that your descendants, they had that fiddle fettled and they returned it to Knaresborough in 2017.
Descendants?
Aye.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Oh, there's loads of them, they're all over. Hey, are there any Metcalfs in tonight?
1.5.
Oh,
No! Well, ale's on you after show. I'll come and find you. But me, an hero, he said. Nay, no more than you're a mother. Unhappy the land that needs heroes.
Aye, and needed the land that has none. What they made you a hero in Knaresborough? Were you sculpture of you on a seat down in Marketplace, eh?
Better there than peeping down from Tupper and Culloden. With room for friends to sit down and have a chat.
Aye. Well, my fate's to go and sit in a cave, selling a version of a witch.
Tell me another tale.
Well, our world's made of tales, Jack. True tales. It's me and you. It's comedy and tragedy. It's male and female. 'Cause life's not just one thing or another, it's
All together.
Or it's
The end.
Do
you know, way forward here in Knaresborough, it's Shanks's pony. Will you do me pleasure in taking a walk with me?
Aye. So, Jack the Giant, where shall we go?
Well, fairy godmother, your pub or mine?
Oh, well, let's have one in Marketplace. Aye, and then one in Dropping Well. And it's downhill all the way.
Here. What's that, Niff? Oh, delicious.
It's fish, Jack. It's town fryer.
I told Dolly, didn't I?
You did.
Right person, right time. You don't have to follow me. No, you don't have to leave me. You follow me. I'll follow me, no.
Aye. Well.